I think you're playing really well. I think you're moving in straight lines, your swing's good, your shape's good. I think you're just a little bit defensive in your mindset. I don't think you're looking to score much. Morning legends! It is Thursday morning and as you can see it's quite chilly here. It is 7:15. I've just on a walk with Mrs. S. We've just done a little lap of the block. We've been trying to walk together a few mornings a week. It's nice to have a bit of time together out of my busy schedule. I'm out in the evenings coaching most days, so nice to spend a little bit of time with Mrs. S before our little baby comes due in 5.5 weeks. So life-changing event about to happen. Very, very exciting. We're pumped about. Can't wait to meet little Scolls. Now I'm heading home and then off to the gym and then got a busy day ahead.
Straight into your swings, Tom. And then the thrusters to finish. Weight in the heels, bum touching the bench. Come on. Yes, mate. That's 40 reps. Nice, Tony. Get your 12. Come on. Yes.
Hey vlog, great session at the gym done as you would have seen. Now in the office, getting some work done. Reedy is here. We've got a full house. We've got Natalia over here. She asked if she could be a superhero in our vlog. And we've got Em over here. This is our awesome co-working space. This is where Cricket Mentoring is running from now. So we've got a big day ahead. What's happening? Vlog. I'm just arriving at Muleman's for coaching this afternoon. I have 5 sessions. Looking forward to getting into it. I have one off after the first one. I had a cancellation, so I've got my laptop and I will get some admin done in the lesson when I'm not coaching. Pretty good mistake, mate, when you're hitting them straight like that. I reckon your bottom hand's maybe trying to do too much. And then you're just not getting that step in. A million times better. Well done. Nice, Joey. Great shape. Good, mate. Great swing of the bat. Good size step. Weight's going at the ball beautifully. Or left. Stay strong in your left wrist. Decent miss hit that. Think about maybe raising your elbow to this sort of ceiling, which will stop that wrist collapsing. Think about finishing with a high elbow. Shot, boy. Back foot was good. Yeah, but you got on top of it. It sort of got big on you and you just sort of got on top of it. The idea is to just make sure it goes down. You weren't attacking it. If you're going to attack that, you've got to have both feet on the ground and sort of, that's when you get power. But to defend it, if you jump, it's alright. Brilliant. I think you're playing really well. I think you're moving in straight lines, your swing's good, your shape's good. I think you're just a little bit defensive in your mindset. I don't think you're looking to score much. I think you've still got to know your game and know your scoring area. When it's there, you've got to attack. Got to be a bit more positive when it's in your area. Bowl really good lines and lengths, but you've still got to be looking to score, I reckon. Nice, there's a few runs, good. Okay, that's one you could have really flowed through. Sort of got there and stopped. Wide, you want to sort of get your energy in shape and really flow through that one. Yeah, wait for the back and then push. Just got to sort of flow a bit more through the ball. Good, Charlie, that's it. A bit more dynamic, more intent, more energy to score. Deep breath, refocus, every ball. Yeah, Charlie, nice shape. Okay, just go through a little reflection, work out what happened there in your mind, because it was just a really uncertain decision. You weren't sure if you wanted to leave or defend or attack, and you sort of didn't do any. Good. Okay, not technically perfect, but it's good intent, and that's runs. That's what the game's about, scoring runs. Good. Positive. Hey vlog, just finished coaching in here at Newman's. I just wanted to chat to you about something I think you guys might find really interesting, really valuable. Sometimes I say things and then I think, oh, that's interesting, I should share that with others. Or I sort of surprise myself with what I've said, and I'm sure you guys have had that experience before. So you say something and you're like, oh, that's really interesting, I didn't even know I knew that, or never said that before. And I had that moment before. My last lesson tonight was Shalindra, who you've just seen. And I was talking about, he said to me, oh, I had a session yesterday and my decision making wasn't very good. And I said, why? And he wasn't sure. I said, if we can work out why his decision making was either good or not good, then we can try and he can try and create a space, mentally, emotionally and physically, that allows him to make good decisions more consistently. Now the way I explained it was, if our end result, we're starting with the end result, our end result is hitting the ball well, or hitting the ball where we want it to go, hitting the ball with power, just making good contact with the ball. The last phase is the technique, the movement of our body to hit the ball. Okay, what happens before that is decision making, okay, and that has to be a subconscious thing. When the ball's released, we don't have time to see it, make a conscious decision, move here, move there, and then play. It has to be a subconscious decision. Maybe in very junior level cricket, you've got bowlers are slow, you've got a bit of time. Maybe against some spinners, you've got a bit of time to think it through. But against good quality fast bowling, you don't have the time to think through what you're doing. So it's a subconscious thing. You have to just see it and let your body and your instincts and your central nervous system just react. Okay, so hit the ball, technique, decision making is all subconscious. What happens before decision making, which I think is phase one, is your mindset and your emotional state. If you can understand what mindset and what emotional state you need to be in, then you can manage yourself to try and get into that, which then allows you to make good decisions, which then allows you to hopefully, if you train your technique well, execute your shot consistently well. Everyone can hit a good shot every now and again when all these things click, but you've got to work on all the elements. Number one is understanding yourself as a person, understanding your thoughts, understanding your emotions. Number two is your decision making, and that's got to be trained. It's trained by doing a lot of practice. So do I go forward? Do I go back? Do I attack? Do I defend? These questions are all part of your decision making, and they happen on a subconscious level. And phase three is your technique. And that is what most of us focus all our attention on. 99% of us focus 99% of our attention on just technique. Okay, and if you're not focusing on the first and second phase or stages, you're not going to have as much success as you can. And that's something I'm passionate about, is training your decision making, but most importantly, training your understanding of who you are as a person, your self-awareness, what makes you tick, what thoughts are you having, what state are you in. If you can know what you need to do that makes you make good decisions and then makes you move well, then you can do it over and over again. If you don't know, then it's all a fluke, it's all a guess. So guys, think about that. I'd love to hear your comments below about what you think about that. Have you ever thought about that? What's your process before the ball's bowled that allows you to make a good decision, that then allows you to, your technique to do what it needs to do? Keep training your technique. Always got to train your technique until the day you stop playing. You've really got to spend time and energy focusing on understanding yourself. And guys, I know I've said it a lot of times before in the past, if you're a long-time listener or sort of viewer of ours, our peak performance program trains people to understand themselves better. It teaches people how to understand themselves and their game better so that you can get that phase one right. You can understand your self-talk, you can understand your emotions better, and if you get that right, you can then train your decision making and your technique in the nets. But it's all these things off the field, out of the nets, that you need to be working on as well. You need to understand yourself as a person if you want to be consistently good and consistently at your best. Everyone has their day, everyone sort of has a good innings or a good game here, there and everywhere, but if you want to be the best, it's about being consistent. It's not about not failing. Everybody fails, but it's about being consistent and trying to get the results you desire consistently. And understanding yourself is the key to that, and I really encourage you to do our peak performance program because it does get results for our athletes. The athletes that have done it have had hugely beneficial results, not just on the sporting field, on the cricket field. They're getting the runs, they're taking the wickets, but they're happier in their lives because they understand themselves. They understand how to get happy quicker. They understand how to get out of when they're angry or frustrated. They understand what they're thinking and how that affects how they're feeling. All these mental and emotional skills that no one really talks about or teaches, but it's in the program. So guys, I hope you've learned something from that, and if you can, get on and do the peak performance program. You won't regret it. But if not, I hope you've learned something from that. Focus on each phase and each stage so that your end result of hitting the ball well or executing your skill well is as good as it can be consistently.